Good morning. Welcome to My Left Ear. I'm Carrie Freeman. It is Saturday, March 26th, and this is video number 31, Backfire, which I'll get to in a minute. YouTube is called My Left Ear because I receive psychic information through my left ear. And on top of that, this YouTube channel is left-leaning politically. I do political commentary, psychic political commentary. So if you're not, an independent, progressive, or a Democrat, you won't like this channel, so don't aggravate yourself. What do? I call myself a change agent because I help people change. And I've been doing clinical hypnotherapy for 18 or 20 years, I cannot remember. And I do psychic coaching. And if you want to know about psychic coaching, email me and I'll send you my one sheet, which explains it. And my email is carriesleftear@gmail.com, carriesleftear@gmail.com. Thank you for your subscriptions, and thank you for telling people about this channel. So we're gonna start with a deep breath. I know it's good for me. I hope it's good for you. So here we go. My left ear. Georgia's new and restricted voting laws that Governor Kemp, who's not going to be governor again, has signed. And the thing I want you to know, the thing my left ear wants you to know is this is backfiring right now, and it's going to backfire. It's not going to fly. Already there's a groundswell of uprising. So in the strangest way, Governor Kemp helped the Democrats. And there's a fight, but things like, well, you probably know this already, you can't bring somebody water that's been standing in line to vote in Georgia. You can't give them water or a sandwich or chips or anything like that. But I have a thought. What if people were out there with water bottles and they were selling them for a penny? You're not giving them out. You're selling them for a penny. So that's, I would love to go down to Georgia and get arrested for the misdemeanor of giving out water and food. I would really love it. And it's not impossible. I might start saving money to do that. But things like there are a lot of seniors that can't get there and stand in line. And now they're saying if you're going to vote from home, you need a printer and a scanner. And a lot of seniors don't have that. So there's a lot of big business in Atlanta, lots of big business. There's lots of movie filming, television filming, and now Coca-Cola, all these places are there. And they're getting a lot of pressure, and people are not going to want to buy. There's even talk that baseball is going to pull out of Georgia. So really interesting stuff, because money speaks. You take money away from people, you get their attention. So that could, we keep an eye on this, but I'm calling it backfire. They're so smart. So HR 1, which I now has a new name because now it's over at the Senate, but I apologize to you, I didn't look it up. So it's the federal voting. It's this giant bill, which is probably the most important thing other than COVID going on right now. Because without the federal voting laws implemented, I hate to tell you, we're in really trouble. Democracy is in big trouble if this goes through. So my left ear wants you to know that I think it will go through. I'm not sure exactly how. It may be that we get rid of the filibuster. There is pressure on Joe Manchin because he's in a position he shouldn't be in, where he's a shapeshifter. He can decide things, and there's no question in my mind that he just loves this position. But as more GOP legislators are investigated and nabbed for their involvement in the insurrection, there's going to be more GOP dropping out of the Senate. And I'm not alone with that. You know, my favorite podcaster, Tom Joseph, said the same thing. The weird thing is, Tom and I, we email on Twitter and stuff, but we've never talked on the phone. We just agree on everything. It's the weirdest thing. So this is the moment, and it forces the filibuster. It's about seizing basic rights, because all the draconian voting laws that are being implemented in each state, the federal laws will override those voting laws. The federal, when HR 1 goes through, everything that Kemp signed will be null and void. And there is pressure, not pressure, but there's like an open conversation talking about Stacey Abrams running for governor. Whatever she chooses to do, she's going to knock it out of the ballpark, because she's in that category of Katie Porter. I mean, she's one of those powerful people that we just keep watching, you know. We wouldn't have a Georgia members in the Senate, I don't think, without Stacey Abrams, even though Warnoff and Ossoff are amazing representatives. Amazing men, amazing representatives. Okay, now, you know, today is a little bit shorter. This is like what I should have said that at the beginning. I wanted to do a check-in. So this is a check-in, and it won't be as long as some of my other videos. I know my last one was really packed. So now we're going to talk about the borders. I got contacted by some subscribers who wanted my opinion, my left ear's opinion on, is there dark money behind the surge at the borders? And it took me a few days, and I ran the runes, and I want to say no, although it's entirely possible. The dark money people are capable of this. The Republicans are capable of doing this, planting and getting a surge going, but I'm going to say no. However, the surge is an ideal opportunity for the pubs to attack Joe Biden, because they have to find something to attack him on. Rather than join him, rather than negotiate and putting their heads together, they just want to take him down. And they really didn't have much when he did the press conference the other day, because he got great reviews on his performance at the press conference, even though the press sounded kind of dumb. They need to get smarter now. I think the press got dumb those 4 years, or dumber, or I don't know. I like a lot of the press, but man, there were some stupid questions, and they've got to elevate their game, because they have an elevated guy in the White House. But, you know, I looked up dark money because I thought maybe there's one person who's watching me that's not sure about dark money. So I'm just going to inform, because part of what I do here is inform. So dark money refers to spending meant to influence political outcomes where the source of the money is not disclosed. So people that are in, you know, like my category, that are speaking out, that are doing podcasts and YouTubes, really pretty much know. My left ear knows that dark money was behind the Supreme Court nominations, Kavanaugh and Amy, whose full name I can't remember. I don't like her. I want her to go. I don't trust her. But it is widely believed that dark money got them in. And now we know that the FBI didn't even investigate Kavanaugh. It was like a story under the former guy's administration. So like I said in a prior video, Kavanaugh's going to be investigated. And I don't think he's going to stick around. And maybe Amy, too, depending. So I also got questions about how long will Joe Biden be president, and will he run again, and is he okay? And I said it the other day, but I didn't talk about his run. I said he actually is okay. He had a broken foot earlier, months ago, and he moves really fast, and he tripped, but he's okay. And it's really normal for people that age to trip. And I want to share something personal. I tripped yesterday, and I fell flat on asphalt. And I'm beaten up today, but nothing's broken. I have my feet and my ankles, and I'm kind of just messed up. But I'm okay to talk with you. But I fell, and I'm a lot younger than Joe Biden. So there you go. Now, when Joe's campaign was really doing great, and it was surprising to people that he had this, he took off after Carolina. I have felt that he will serve 4 years. And my left ear doesn't feel he's gonna expire, but there may be a decision. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, I think it's 4 years. If he feels great and he wants to do the 8 years, but by 2024, no matter how spry he is, he may not want to go through a campaign. It's really grueling. So that's my answer for the people that reached out. Sometimes I get questions and I can't cover everything. Sometimes I'll get questions about the Amazon jungle or things that I just feel are out of my purpose on this channel. So I apologize. And also, this is what I do for a living. So if I was to answer every single, I'd be doing readings at no charge. So I try to fit in some questions into my reports, and I hope you understand. You know, for a long time, my left ear has thought eventually the Trump, I hate saying his name, the former guy and his organization could really come under Ricoh charges. And I'm coming back to it. So what is a Ricoh charge? Here we go. I'm going to inform again. Passed in 1970, the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, which is RICO, is a federal law designed to combat organized crime in the United States. It allows prosecution and civil penalties for racketeering activities performed as part of an ongoing criminal enterprise. So my left ear feels that these really crack, and I don't mean the drug crack, but I mean sharp prosecutors, attorneys are investigating that the former guy has had a ongoing criminal enterprise. And my left ear thought that 6 months ago, but I think that's going to come to light. Now, this isn't a prediction exactly, but it's really great because this is going to fight propaganda. Dominion voting systems, which all the right news outlets accused of cheating and being hacked and not being safe, they are asking for a total in lawsuits of $6.8 billion in damages. They have filed 3 lawsuits for $1.3 billion against the whacked out lawyer Sidney Powell, who had crazy conspiracy stories, Rudy Giuliani, and Mike Lindell, the pillow guy. And then 2 days ago, they hit Fox News with a $1.6 billion lawsuit. So also, and you know, we know that Rupert Murdoch is richer than God, but don't kid yourself. This hurts Fox News, and it kind of bootstraps the kinds of things that they can report. I even noticed that the horrible harpy Laura Ingraham pulled back on remarks a few days ago. Nobody wants to be sued for $1.6 billion or 1.3 billion. I mean, just imagine. I don't think they're sleeping very well, because these kinds of settlements bankrupt. It's a good thing. Dominion is getting in a way to fight, which could really, really hamper these people and Fox News. Good thing. And then the last thing I just want to share is that I talked about this attorney named Sherwin who was on 60 Minutes. And nobody could figure out for a couple of, like, what was this guy doing? He's leaving the DOJ, he's going to Florida, and he goes on 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes doesn't ask, why are you doing this interview? You're leaving the DOJ. But of course, he talked about being present in his jogging suit at the insurrection. And what's coming to light is that a lot of people that I respect think he was covering his butt. He was covering his butt because he was there. And he knows the FBI are looking for all kinds of people who were there at the insurrection. He's being investigated. He did not have permission to do that from the DOJ. So just know that Sherwin broke some rules and he's being investigated. And he was a Trump assignee. He should have been gone a long time ago. I don't know why he just left, but there you go. So good to see you on Saturday. Quotes. And these quotes are kind of like about fighting the good fight, because we're into it now. Here's the first quote. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. And that quote is by Leo Tolstoy. The second quote is, I believe in the resistance as I believe there can be no light without shadow, or rather, no shadow unless there is also light. And that is by Margaret Atwood, The Handmaid's Tale. And I want to say something about Margaret Atwood, the author of The Handmaid's Tale, and, you know, this sort of brilliant TV series. Is there are a lot of states, 43 states right now, that are implementing very draconian abortion laws, or the right to choose. That's how I like to frame it, the right to choose what happens to your own body. So it's a little scary what's going on with the right to choose, and states are turning. So there is a threat to the right to choose. Because I don't, who wants an abortion? I mean, who wants that? It's horrific. So I don't think anybody's pro-abortion. I think they're pro, leave my body alone. It's my body. Let me decide what happens to my organs. So I'll get off that soapbox. But I've been fighting that since I'm like 18 years old. I've done so many pro-choice events in my life. I think maybe about 26. I really believe in this. Anyway, have a good week. I'll see you soon. Make peace. Make memories. Look for some good evidence. Oh, by the way, on the good evidence, there was this big announcement that Oprah Winfrey and Maria, who was married to Schwarzenegger. I'm sorry, this brain. I think I have like a little bit of brain freeze from coronavirus, to be honest with you. I really do. Maria Shriver, thank you very much. They're starting something called Good News. And Maria's son wrote a book, or her brother, Good News. So they're promoting this whole movement, Good News. And you know what? I'm annoyed because I did good evidence like 6 years ago. And I think they need to know about my good evidence. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to find a way to get in touch with them and show them my video, because it aligns with good news or a good news network. Good news is good news because it's evidence. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, have a great week. Don't worry about me. I'm just a little beat up. Tylenol's going to do it. And I will see you soon. Hold the faith. Keep the faith and keep the fight going. All right? Love ya. Here we go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, folks.